To do, my man.
Heck, I didn't think about it.
I was like, I hope I'm
Uh,
not asking the wrong thing.
anywho, hi, welcome. This is Cal Dillard, as always, and today for my guest, we have my main man with the plan, Casper. Well, once again, Casper, thanks for letting me come and interview you, man. I really appreciate it, and also.
Appreciate it, man. Pleasure to be on here. I can't wait to answer as many questions you guys want. Thank you for being a part of his journey. Let's get it on, my man.
Let's do it. So, like I just asked Robotics before, what actually got you into Star Wars, man?
It's actually the Clone Wars that got me into Star Wars, and what I mean by that is the prequel area. So I got into Episode 2 when they introduced the clones as the Jedi's were getting attacked on that planet of Geonosis, and right then and there I was hooked. As a matter of fact, specifically, it was the original Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2 from 2004 to 2005 that really got me like hooked into this universe as a whole. The colors, the flashing lights of the characters, and the blastables. It was the little things, but it was the game itself and those movies that really brought me to Star Wars.
Ah, well, that's good, man. Um, so the next thing I would like to ask was like, since you've actually been here before me, how did you actually come across the 501st Brotherhood?
That's a really good question. I think I just saw it randomly on social media, and at the time they were already getting started. As you may understand, some of your viewers may know, we reached our first year not too long ago, and I saw it. 501st was creating recruits. I was like, okay, well, why not? I joined the Legion, and we were all chill. It was still in its infant stage. And I think it was honestly through social media seeing someone post the pictures like recruiting. I'm like, all right, bet. I didn't think much of it at the time, so I was like, cool. Well, I love blue and white. That's my favorite colors.
Oh yeah. Well, heck, that's actually pretty cool. And when you first came in, and you actually got to meet everybody, did you actually feel like that you were gonna like fit in with everyone?
I just felt like at first it was just like, okay, I'm just here with a couple of people. You know how PlayStation has these communities that you can join to play a game on PlayStation itself. I thought it was going to be like that, but on Discord. So I didn't pay much attention to it, but at least I know I have a dedicated group to play Battlefront with.
Oh yeah, that's true. So this was something that I've actually been wanting to ask about yourself. The nickname Casper. How did you come up with that?
So that was a very random for me, to be honest. So recently at that time, I crossed into a fraternity called Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. And still known to this day. It's a Greek fraternity for African Americans, and I wanted to be a little different. I was like, what has the name? Reloading. But it's like, a little different. Like, gives me a spooky feel, as if people don't expect me to be there, but I'll whoop your ass if needed to. So,
okay.
I chose Casper because, like, okay, Casper the friendly ghost, ha ha ha, yes. But at the same time, I may be friendly, but I get the job done.
Oh yeah.
So, it's a very long way to answer now that I think about it, but that's generally what came to mind.
Well, hey man, you hit the nail right on the hammer.
And one more thing to say about that, like, had I known at the time that I was going to take this group seriously, I honestly would have been like, what I do in the real world.
Oh yeah. So with that out of the way, I've actually been wondering, how long have you been with I'm trying not to get this mixed up, but it's the military branch, right?
So
Yeah.
I guess what you wanted to ask is specifically in the Air Force, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So for some people who may not understand, yes, the military is the encompass of all core branches of the Marine, Army, Navy, whatever. But if you want to ask something specifically, you should ask about the branch. So you're asking me about the branch that I'm in, which is the Air Force. United States Air Force.
Yes, sir.
I've been in, I reached my 3rd year anniversary this past May. That's when I got commissioned into the Air Force. So, 3 years.
Oh, nice. So, was it something that you always intended on being in? Like, was that something that you kind of wanted to do?
So it was a little back and forth while I was in college. So my dad, he's a retired Marine. So I grew up with the military lifestyle. I've always had the notion that I wanted to serve. That was always like my thing behind my life. Like, I always wanted to do something for the military to serve for my country. I like to move around and stuff like that. But I didn't know how. And this was also getting close to the time where I found my true love in my career, and I was afraid that I might get afflicted. So, to make this long story short, I was going back and forth. I was doing ROTC while still doing what I love to do. And as I got rewards and I actually saw results from being ROTC in the Air Force, I grown to respect it more and grown to like, okay, pursue this head on. Just like how it is with the 501st Legion here. I was like, we'll see how that goes and whatnot, but I'm actually starting to love it.
Oh yeah, all right. Well, is there anything, like any story that you would actually like to share in particular when you first joined the Air Force?
Yeah, okay, yeah, I can do that. So, a little bit more about me. I became, oh my god, I'm getting lit up.
It's all good, man.
I became the first theater arts major from my university to commission at my university. A non-tech major. And the reason why I say that, I mean, there are multiple people who, have artistic backgrounds, who are officers in the military, don't get me wrong. But for my school in particular, there was nobody who was pursuing specifically in acting at that school, to the point where they had to reorganize the curriculum for a person like me to not only stay in my degree, but meet the qualifications to become an officer of the United States Air Force. So that was huge for me. That was really, really huge. I'm thankful for the opportunity. I got my dream location right off the bat, which is California. Head over there, and you would think with a degree like me, which is in acting, you would think I would pursue a military career in like public affairs or something that deals with social media or appearance, anything like that, right? Well, the military thought it was a great idea to put me in the field of aircraft maintenance. Someone who is not mechanically inclined to focus on the technical aspects, be in that type of field. I'm like, Air Force, are you sure about that? You want to take this route? Okay, all right, we'll do this. And I gotta say, man, it was a rough first 2 years. It was really rough because I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I came in, I was immediately in charge, as the assistant, of course. I was immediately in charge of our 200 airmen at this location. And, although I wasn't the lead officer in charge, I still had to figure out my job, the people, and the mission itself. And it was really hard for me because I had to focus deeply on what I needed to do to not only be an effective officer, but for myself, but effective officer for my airmen who are actually doing the work, making the mission happen. So it was really rough. There were moments where I fell miserably, at least in my eyes, to the point where I would shed a tear when I will come home to my wife. I'm like, babe, I don't know if I can make it through this. I feel like I'm gonna get fired the next time I walk through this job, you know? And that's how I felt. But over the course of those 2 years, I was given opportunities to not only learn the job, but actually add ideas and be a part of opportunities that actually worked on my craft as an actor, as a filmmaker, videographer, what have you. So by job opportunities that I would have done if I wasn't in the Air Force, I found, just like ROTC, just like the 501st, a niche where I could become a more serious and develop a more pride into the work. So it's going, as of now, it's been my 3rd year. It's been a great journey, and I have to tell that story because it's like I had to prove not only myself to meet normal standards, but to go beyond that to meet normal qualifications because of either my lack of experience or the route I took in my career.
I like that. That's actually a pretty good story. I like that one.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I actually feel like, and this is just me, I feel if you keep on going the route that you're doing and everything else like that, man, you're probably gonna be able to get more than you bargained for, but you're also gonna have a lot more experience, and you're also gonna come across more opportunities, like you said.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right. And I try to the biggest thing I always tell myself and other people who I mentor or who mentor me is that humility has to be the biggest thing that needs to govern your day-to-day lifestyle if you want to achieve something greater than yourself. And the reason why I say that is because to me, I don't want to presume as being cocky or a hothead or something that proves to me to prove to others that I'm better than someone else. That's not the case for me. So I like to present myself in a humble way that's open to people, but not damaging myself or lessening the values of myself, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that actually makes pretty good sense. What you're trying to do is like you're trying to. I guess what I'm kind of getting at is like improving your career, but yet also making sure that you don't take away from the people that have helped you and everything else along that way as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. Never forget where you came from, and like I always ask for people, hey, feedback or any help that I need for what I'm doing is greatly appreciated, because no matter what you do in life, it may seem like you're working it by yourself, but you're always going to have that one or that two or that small team that can leverage you to that next step. So you technically will never do anything alone per se. You may start alone, but throughout your time, you will always need at least someone to help give you that little push.
Oh yeah, that's true, man. So there's another thing, and this is kind of something that I've always wanted to kind of make a final question for most stuff here, but for somebody that's going into your career or just wanting to like do like we did for like a 501st Brotherhood, what kind of advice would you actually give them to actually help them improve or actually help them actually go through and make their dream a reality?
Oh, okay. So as far as like their own personal lifestyles, what they want to do. So my biggest advice, and it's actually a quote that I keep in my heart, and I said this in another interview with the United States Air Force, is no one on this earth can stop you from pursuing your dreams. You keep going until God calls you home. That is my one and only advice. Well, not only, but my biggest advice that I'm very passionate about providing for other people. And I say that is whoever you believe in, if it's God or whoever that you seek belief into your life, you use that gift that he or she is giving you, and you pursue it. And no one on this earth can tell you not to, because we're all placed for a common goal to achieve a dream. Everyone has a dream to achieve. And if you let someone else devalue that for you or minimize progression, then you're not really passionate in my eyes about what you want, and you're just becoming following. That makes sense.
I believe it actually does. That actually pretty much sums it up there. If you're wanting to go out there and make your dreams come true, you have to go out there and do it. You can't just put it on the back burner and say, oh, I'll do it this time or so. You have to go out there and make that dream a reality.
Yep, and also you can't let other people deter you from that dream as well. Because for me, I'm a professional actor. That's something I actually have a degree in, and there are other attributes of my life that I want to achieve to become a professional in. And I say all this to say that I actually had family members, my immediate family. Oh, I'm sorry, I just killed you.
Sorry, dude.
I had family members that deterred me from achieving that goal because being an actor is not a guaranteed job. It's not a typical work job, and you're not guaranteed success like other people. Understood, acknowledged. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hear you. But if you don't have that drive, like,
Nomad 2-3 ready for drop.
then of course it's not going to be foolish. It's not going to
Enemy near main street.
So I took it to consideration. As you can see, I'm trying to keep it a balance. I have security in my lifestyle, but also achieving my dream. So although it may have conflicted me at the time, I came to the conclusion, like, look, unless I physically cannot do this no more, or I legally, whatever, cannot do this to make this happen, I'm going to keep doing it. And if you don't want to help, that is fine, but the more you deter me away from that dream, the less I'm going to bother you, the less you focus on doing, see less of you. And that's okay, but I ain't got time, man. Do not waste my time.
Hey, once again, Casper, I appreciate it. I appreciate you actually taking time out of your day, and actually, I'm kind of glad that I got this interview, because when I actually first started this, you were actually one of the many people I was wanting to interview when I actually started making these for me to interview High Command. You were on the top list. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. You were really on the top list when it came down to it. And I'm kind of glad that I actually got the chance to do it before you actually got shipped out, man. So.
I truly appreciate it. I don't know what else to say, but I'm probably gonna say thank you. So I'm gonna keep saying thank you so much. I appreciate you because you didn't even have to. You know, like I just, you genuinely wanted to take that opportunity, and I'm glad I'm able to make your dreams a reality. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciated it, and I really hope that everything goes well for you, man. And as from everyone that's watching this from the 501st Brotherhood, I hope to see y'all on the 2 campaigns that he's hosting, man. And let's go race some hell, man. Let's do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm freaking excited, man. Yeah, let's make this happen. I got the what is it? I got the 9 a.m. and the 6 p.m. double trouble. Let's make it work, man. Appreciate
we gotta do it, man. Well, hey, once again, I appreciate that you took time out of your day. I hope everything goes well for you, and we hope to see you pretty soon, man. You will be welcome back in open arms.
I really appreciate it, man. Thank you guys so much. I'll take care, alright?
Alright, you too, sir. Once again, this is Kyle Dillard signing off. Once again, thank y'all for watching. If y'all enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, and just enjoy life and make it the best that you can.